Let me tell you something that no one told you when you were growing up. Happiness is not something you find, it's something you build, brick by brick, thought by thought, choice by choice. And the secret is happiness isn't out there. It's already inside of you, just waiting for permission to come alive. You see, we've been taught to chase happiness like it's some distant dream, something at the end of a finish line. After we've achieved the job, the partner, the house, the status, the money. But what if I told you happiness isn't a result of life going right? It's a result of choosing to feel right within your life, even when it's messy, even when it's hard, even when no one sees your effort. Every single day, the world will offer you reasons to feel incomplete, not enough, unseen. But you have the power to turn ordinary days into moments of joy. You can rewrite your story. You can shift your frequency. And yes, you can learn to be happy every single day. And no, I'm not talking about that Instagram, perfect, filter, polished smile for, camera kind of happy. I'm talking about the real kind, the kind that shows up in silence. In breath, in gratitude, in being fully present. Because let me tell you this, happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the road. Happiness is not a feeling. It's a habit. Happiness is not luck. It's alignment, and today I want to walk with you. For the next 5 hours, we're going to sit together. We're going to breathe together. We're going to remember who we truly are, because you didn't come to this earth to chase happiness. You came here to create it, and I'm here to remind you how. Happiness is one of the most misunderstood concepts in the modern world. We equate happiness with excitement, joy, loud laughter, or a perfect Instagram story. But true happiness is quieter, it's calmer, it lives in moments that go unnoticed. It's in the first sip of your morning coffee. It's in hearing your favorite song on the radio. It's in someone remembering your name. It's in watching the sun rise without needing to post about it. You know, I've spent decades talking to people from all walks of life. Billionaires, spiritual leaders, broken souls, dreamers, change makers, and ordinary people with extraordinary strength. And I'll tell you something, happiness doesn't come from wealth, it doesn't come from fame, it doesn't come from applause. It comes from alignment. When your inner world reflects peace, your outer world becomes bearable. Even beautiful, even magical, you have to stop outsourcing your joy. Stop giving other people or things the keys to your inner world. Because happiness isn't about having more, it's about needing less. It's about subtracting the noise, not adding to it. You know what steals our happiness: comparison, guilt, shame, resentment, the belief that we're not enough. But what if you paused today, right now, and told yourself, I am enough, not when I lose 20 pounds, not when I get promoted, not when someone finally loves me back. I am enough right now. That shift in belief is the beginning of true happiness. You have to let go of the myth that life needs to be perfect for you to feel joy. Life will never be perfect, but your perception can be, your attitude can be, your spirit can be. So many of us are waiting for some moment to give ourselves permission to feel good. But if you wait, you'll wait your whole life. The most beautiful thing you can do for your soul is to choose joy. Now, not later, not someday, right now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you said thank you, without expecting anything in return? Not because you got something, not because you won something, but simply because you woke up today. Because your heart kept beating, because your lungs kept breathing, because you had one more chance to live, to love, to learn. Gratitude is a spiritual magnifying glass. It doesn't change what you have, it changes how you see what you have. And when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at begin to change. You can be in the middle of a storm, and gratitude will give you an umbrella. You can be going through heartbreak, and gratitude will show you the lesson hidden in the loss. You can be financially broken, emotionally exhausted, physically drained, and still find peace if your heart is open to saying, "Thank you for what's left." Gratitude is not a luxury. It's not something reserved for vacations and birthdays. It's a daily practice. It's a muscle. You don't get strong by doing it once. You grow stronger every day you choose to notice the good. And gratitude doesn't always come naturally, especially when we're hurting, when we're struggling, when we feel forgotten by the universe. But it's precisely in those moments that gratitude becomes your power. It becomes your resistance to despair. It becomes your statement of faith, not just in what you have, but in what's possible. You want to be happy every day. Then start your day with appreciation. Before you check your phone, before you scroll through the world, take 30 seconds and list 5 things you're grateful for. Say them out loud. Whisper them if you have to. Write them down, make it a ritual. Do it when you're brushing your teeth. Do it when you're drinking your coffee. Tie your gratitude to your habits, and I promise you it will shift your energy. It will create a ripple effect that softens your reactions, opens your heart, and elevates your spirit. You see, gratitude isn't just a reaction to happiness, it is the creator of it. When you train your mind to focus on what's working instead of what's lacking, you begin to live in abundance, and an abundant heart is a magnet for joy. So, I challenge you this week, this month, this year, wake up with thankfulness, walk with thankfulness, speak with thankfulness, and you'll start to see happiness not as a destination, but as your daily companion. Perfection is a thief. It robs you of the beauty in the now. It convinces you that you're not allowed to feel joy until everything is just right. But here's a truth I learned after years of living and listening. Perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of it is a prison. You can't be truly happy if you're always waiting for the next version of life, the better job, the cleaner house, the thinner body, the perfect partner. Because life doesn't longer wishing for what was or what might be, you're embracing what is. You deserve to experience happiness, not postpone it. So stop waiting for the perfect body, the perfect moment, the perfect relationship. It's not about perfection, it's about connection. Connection to your breath, connection to your senses, connection to this very moment. Because joy doesn't wait for perfection, it waits for your presence, and when you meet it fully, wholly, mindfully, it blossoms into something eternal. Let me tell you something I wish I had learned sooner. Your energy is your most precious currency. Not your money, not your time, not your status, your energy. Because everything you experience, every emotion, every reaction, every mood comes from the energy you carry and the energy you allow in. And the truth is, you cannot be happy if you are constantly surrounded by chaos, by toxicity, by people who drain your spirit like emotional vampires. You've got to learn how to protect your peace like a sacred temple. You wouldn't let just anybody walk through your home with muddy shoes, would you? Then why let people walk through your mind with muddy intentions? Start being intentional with your boundaries. Say no when you need to. Distance yourself from conversations that lower your vibration. Choose your circle wisely because your happiness depends on it. This doesn't mean you walk away from every challenge or shut yourself off from the world. It means you honor yourself enough to filter your space, to decide who gets access to you, to protect your light from those who only show up to dim it. I want you to think of your energy like a bank account. Every interaction is either a deposit or a withdrawal. Are you going bankrupt emotionally by spending time with people who only take? Or are you investing in people who pour love, kindness, and truth back into you? Learn to recognize the red flags. The people who gossip, complain, manipulate, they are costly. They may seem harmless, but over time they leave your soul in overdraft. Instead, seek out those who inspire you, who uplift you, who tell you the truth with love and give you space to be your authentic self. Your tribe doesn't need to be large, it just needs to be sacred. Your energy is gold. Don't give it away for free. Don't let the world bankrupt your joy. Guard it, nourish it, replenish it, and watch how happiness becomes not just a moment, but a state of being. The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. So let me ask you, how do you speak to yourself? How do you look at yourself when no one's watching? How do you treat your mind, your body, your soul? Because happiness doesn't come from the outside. It begins the moment you decide you are worthy of your own love, not later, not when you lose the weight, not when someone else validates you. Right now, fall in love with your own spirit. Look in the mirror and speak kindness into your reflection. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Apologize to yourself for the years you spent being your own worst enemy, and promise yourself from this moment on you will show up with love. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a masterpiece in progress. Self-love is not vanity, it's sanity. It's the foundation of peace, because when you love yourself, you stop settling, you stop chasing, you stop bending just to be liked. You start living with wholeness, with dignity, with joy. Look at the way you talk to your best friend when they're hurting. That softness, that gentleness, that forgiveness, you deserve that from you. Happiness grows in the soil of self-respect. The more you love yourself, the more your energy becomes magnetic. You attract people who see your worth because you have already recognized it yourself. Make space for the things that make you feel alive. Spend time alone, not in loneliness, but in love. Get to know your voice. Get to know your rhythm. Make peace with your past. Make friends with your flaws, and fall in love not once, but over and over again with the miracle that is you. Because the longest relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Make it a love story worth telling. There is no deeper happiness than living a life aligned with your purpose. Purpose is not always about fame or fortune or leaving behind a legacy. Purpose is often quiet, gentle, soft-spoken. It lives in service, in meaning, in being useful even in small ways. You don't have to change the world. You just have to touch one soul at a time, starting with your own. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What makes time disappear? What would I do even if I never got paid for it? Your purpose is usually hidden in your pain, in the moments that broke you, yet gave you wisdom, in the stories you carry and how you choose to share them. Living with purpose doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you are living with intention, with clarity, with direction. Even when the road gets foggy, your inner compass guides you. You know you're on the right path because your soul feels aligned. When you live with purpose, whether it's raising a family, feeding the hungry, healing from trauma, writing your truth, being kind to strangers, your days take on a different texture. A richness, a fulfillment that no material thing can offer. And purpose doesn't scream, it whispers. It speaks through your intuition, through your passions, through that deep sense of this is what I was made for. You don't find your purpose overnight. You uncover it, layer by layer, as you live with curiosity, compassion, and courage. As you dare to follow what feels meaningful even when it doesn't make sense to the world. So let purpose be your compass. Not ego, not expectation, not fear. Let your life be a love letter to what you were born to do. Because when you align with your purpose, you don't just chase happiness, you become it. And now, I want you to sit with this. What if happiness wasn't a place to get to, but a way to walk? What if you stopped waiting for joy and just chose it? Now, what if you became the source of your own light? You have that power, and starting today you can use it.